My beautiful Virgo sign, how are you? Thank you for being here with me. A waterfall blessings to you, to your loved ones. Waterfall blessings to your pets, and especially to the higher energy that guides you for your life every day, Virgo, all the time. Don't ever forget that you have something looking over you that maybe you don't quite understand and can make sense of, but you feel it's there, and that's the most important thing. Ooh, have cards here flying all around for you. Virgo, we're going to look into your energy for the next 2 weeks. I'm excited to see, what life is bringing to you. We open up here with the Five of Pentacles, which is a card that, denotes a sense of loss. And I'm going to ask for a clarifier. It seems like you're moving through a hardship here, Virgo, like something that, felt like a loss to you, or it's a real loss. Either way, you feel like, you're wading through some hard waters here. And because the moon is clarifying the card, it tells me that that this combination of the Five of Pentacles with the moon, it brings me a sense that your loss could be tangible, or you're just stuck in that sense of loss because of your fears of moving on. So this is a sort of like a hard way to start a reading, and I hope I'm not alienating some of you, but that's what the tarot is bringing here. And this is important to look into, because there's a feeling of loneliness, of being left out, maybe forgotten, or for a lot of you unsupported. So that moon adds another layer, suggests that because you've been hurt before, it's becoming difficult to know who you can trust. Okay, and what is real and what's not real here, what's been caused by your fears, and what's actually there. So you're probably questioning people's intentions. You're like wondering where you stand, or you fear that every relationship here is not, that they'll actually eventually disappoint you. If you have Venus in Virgo, if you have another like significant planet in Virgo, like your ascendant, your rising sign, this could be true for you as well, not just your sun in Virgo. This is less about like physical isolation, Virgo, more about emotional isolation. So you might be even surrounded by people, but you feel alone because your emotional needs are not being met. But again, you have to learn to distinguish between intuition and fear here. Not everybody will disappoint you, but not everybody, it's true, you're right. Not everybody deserves immediate access to your heart. But remember, as the moon becomes bigger and brighter, this will all be unveiled. You're no longer need to guess who your real friends are, who your real love is, who really cares about you. They're going to show up here through consistency. And I just did another video. I'm going to link it here to the description about, real friendships and real relationships and how to deal with disappointment there. So maybe you want to take a look at that video as well to complement what's being said here. Let's move on. A couple more cards. We have the Ace of Cups reversed. And the Tower. Ace of Cups reversed and the Tower. Once again, we're talking about things that are really, really tugging at your heart. It's like the Ace of Cups talks about this emotional depletion. Maybe, you just got out of a relationship. Maybe you lost a loved one. It's like you're always like pouring into an empty cup. You don't feel like that was how you once felt before. That feeling of being whole, of being complete emotionally. Maybe you're just disappointed because your expectations are not being met here. It could be at work. But the Tower is it brings a change. So it's asking you what has to collapse so something healthier can be built. Okay? So it's time for a change, Virgo, in your life, in your outlook on life. Let's ask some questions here. If I love people enough, they'll love me the same way. Is that true? Not always. If I put extra hours into work, is it going to translate into people raising my salary or recognizing all the extra effort? Not always, and not by everyone. Your worth doesn't depend on being needed, okay, Virgo? That's what it's coming to you now. You can't base your effort on, people recognizing you. Do it because you want to do it, and start that way. And if it's not paying off, then move on to somebody else or to something else, because maybe the answer lies somewhere else. So I would say stop overgiving here. Let people's actions determine trust. And I swear to God, this is like the theme of the day, because I just read that for all signs in the video I'm going to link in the description. Knight of Cups reverse. Again, we're talking with the Knight of Cups here. We're talking about lots of promises being unfulfilled. It's complemented with the Devil reversed. Virgo, there's a tendency here of you being attracted to people who promise a lot and do not deliver. Or, again, could be career. You invest in this project, and where's the payoff? You don't see it. But the devil talks about a breakthrough. Okay, it's about you breaking through old habits and unhealthy attachments and freeing yourself from patterns that you keep repeating. And this is important because this is something you can control, Virgo. You cannot control how everybody's going to react to your generosity, to your effort, to your love, to whatever your actions are, but you can control yourself and decide that it's time to release any form of attachment, not because people are bad situations, but because you tie your happiness to these outcomes that are outside your control. This is beautiful. Please pay attention to this. And again, if you need a personal reading so we can expand on what it is that you've been doing that, is keeping your Ace of Cups of being full again, my contact for private readings is in the description as well. So there's a lot of people pleasing here, I see here. And you know what? You're free to stop earning love, Virgo. You're free to stop earning friendship. The right people won't require that. You don't have to carry all the weight, and try to understand people. You could just let go. Let go, Virgo, let go. Let's take a deep breath. Oh my God. Let go of these horrible, horrible things that happen in your life that hurt your feelings, that made you feel less than who you are. That made you feel like you wasted your time. No, these are lessons, and we're going to move on here. And I'm going to use, let's try a couple more cards, and I'm going to change the deck. You know what? This Devil reverse here changed everything. And I'm so happy that, we studied the pattern. I have a beautiful 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands talks about, all this new energy, like this beautiful surge of light, and the Star. Yeah, our cards are getting so much better. Our cards are just amazing. So going through all that, all that hardship in the beginning here, all that hurt and feeling, now we have the 10 of Wands and the Star. And these are like cards that when they come together, it's just all about you shining and about you, victory. It's like Spirit's closing this reading. It's acknowledging everything you've been through, and it says you carrying too much, that 10 of Wands too, just been carrying everything, relationships, people's problems, all the everything that's been going wrong at work. But then comes the Star, and it follows the Tower here, another major arcana that we have, and the Devil reversed. So after everything falls apart, your healing begins, your outlook changes, let yourself feel the pain, maybe a couple more hours, and then watch or listen to this reading again and remember that you're breaking through. After disappointment comes hope. The star is telling you that you're entering a season where you no longer have to carry, relationships or whatever it is on your back. You have to make life effortless. It's like these burdens are not yours to carry. People, maybe you're a person who has a solution for everything, and these people just cling to you because they cannot see solutions to their problems. So put the burden down. Watch what finds you when your hands are finally free. Isn't that beautiful, Virgo? Oof. Oh, listen, I am an empath, and I felt your pain here. I felt what you burden, and now I feel that by saying these words, I'm releasing you, and I hope you accept them. I really, really do, because this is a beautiful, beautiful reading. Let's move on and pull a little more energy for you here for these next 2 weeks. I feel like there's something else that wants to come through. I don't want this video to be too long, but Spirit is calling, so let's listen to it. Beautiful Virgo. Okay, so there's a Knight of Swords here. And the Knight of Swords always, comes through this forceful and rapid energy. So whatever is going to come next, it's going to come in with this speed and, with a lot of energy here. And we have the Magician. Wow. Okay, Virgo, so definitely you're going to renew your energy here. You're going to start a new life, okay? It's like you're going to create new projects. You're going to bring all this movement into your life. There's no longer going to be confusion, hesitation. There's no uncertainty. So Spirit's definitely saying don't be stuck. And just whatever comes next has momentum, like I said. And there's clarity, confidence here. And the Magician reminds you that you have so much power. You're gonna, once you change your outlook, you're gonna have, everything you need to build healthier friendships, stronger boundaries, and, a life that's no longer dependent on other people and their promises. There's these endless promises. And beautiful, beautiful Queen of Pentacles here. Your life is going to unfold in a completely different way. There's going to be so much more abundance of what you want. It's the Queen of Pentacles is someone, this is like somebody who just doesn't talk. She shows up. She's dependable. She's grounded. So they nurture through their actions, not just their words. So that's what Spirit's saying here. Through the Magician, through the Queen of Pentacles, here you have the power to create a different kind of life. And this Queen shows you what that life is going to be like. So there's stability, consistency in people whose actions match their interactions. Virgo, I'm going to leave you here because this is amazing. And I feel like I'm just going to keep repeating myself. And I think Spirit has said it all. I trust that you can make this change and better your life. And let me know in the comments what's going on with you. If you don't want to communicate with me directly, but send me a message however you want. I would really love to learn about, your story. And I hope this impacts your day in the most positive way. I send you a waterfall blessings, and I'll talk to you next time. Big kiss. Take care.